My dear friends, now let us enter into the definition of the Hindus. Remember, anyone who finds the world a supermarket is a non-Hindu. All those who find it as family, large family, huge family, he or she is a Hindu. Hindu is that sober, serene person who is born in an unbroken succession of uncontaminated Rishi DNA, and humble to the spiritual wizard and ferocious to the wicked, and efficient in his duties and responsibilities prescribed by the Shastras, whose curse and blessings are infallible. He is a Hindu. Hindu is he or she who is aware to pay off his three debts, feels offended with violence, venerates a holy cow, worships the Almighty in deities of the temple as Bhagwan Shiva, Bhagwan Vishnu, or Sri Krishna, or Sri Ram, or any of his 24 incarnations, or even Divine Mother, or Ganesh, or Surya, and celebrates divine birthdays and observes fast. He is a Hindu. Hindu is he who never fails to perform a yajna and shraddha occasionally, okay? Hindu is he or she who is pure vegetarian, Gurukul educated, Veda, Upanishad, Puran and Gita literate, correct Sanskrit pronouncing, believes in karma theory and observes Vedic purity rules in daily life. Hindu is he or she who practices yoga, meditation, samadhi, Vedantic, Atma Vivek, or sadhana bhakti or parabhakti, any of these. Occasionally does not he occasionally introspects to correct his imperfections and impious intentions, okay, until he becomes perfect. According to yoga, the Hindu can be defined as one who accelerates his caliber of enjoying hard working to free his nation from slavery of foreign races, languages, and social domestic value system of demonic religion, demonic culture, and demonic civilization. Exactly the same way he enjoys working even harder on independence and freedom from bulldozing sex, anger and possessiveness obsessions, okay? Thus Hindu is one who is trained to sacrifice all his achievements for about two-dimensional liberation, two-dimensional enlightenment, okay? Hindu is also he or she who has recognized his dire enemies as communists, orthodox Muslims and Christians and secularists and Gandhi Nehruians as undercover dire enemies of his nation, of his culture and religion, and knows how to outsmart them or conquer them in war or conquer them in election campaigns. A respectable Hindu is one who never visits or prays to a mazar or dargah or impostor's temple as Chandmiya masquerading as Sai Baba or Brahma Kumaris of insane ideology or D Company, an anti-India foreign force motivated Bollywood film company manufactured films, shrines and customs, okay? There are too many mixed in the society nowadays. Hindu is he who respects woman to the height of worship. Women are the preserver of pure Hindu DNA, so they are the potential divinity more than men. That's why they have super codes of conduct also. As soon as they descend down to feel discomfort with them and dress in private part exhibiting lust-stimulating dresses, they lose respect from the wise. then they lose self-respect, then family values decline. Modern women, due to Macaulay brand education, lost this respect which Hindu culture had given to them. With respect lost, they also lost power. They always had that power. They have lost. Hence so much cry for woman power. So all women of the world may easily regain their high power and respect by abiding with the guidelines of Hindu Dharma. Hindu is he or she who receives initiations and spiritual knowledge from authorized bona fide holy traditions such as Shankaracharya, Ramanuja, Madhvacharya, Sri Chaitanya, Sri Ramananda, and 4 Vedas, 12 Upanishads and 18 Artha Chronicles originated holy traditions, okay? If you have non-Vedic source of inspiration, you are supposed to get your perspective better checked out by some wise Hindu and not ruin this valuable life which is an open door to bliss enlightenment, my dear friends. So, convert yourself today into Hinduism to let the gates of the universe swing open for you. My blissful gorgeous self, Hinduism is not just heavily but dangerously misunderstood, misrepresented and wrongly followed religion in this century. And it will remain so as long as you are in disharmony. You are against any communion with nature. As long as you are in disharmony with your own conscience, but as soon as your life falls in tune with the natural and cosmic laws, Hinduism begins to shimmer, shine and illuminate with its time-tested multi-million gems of wisdom, incredible wisdom. Whether you are converted as a Hindu or not converted doesn't matter, it is not very important. But the pieces of Hindu wisdom shimmer, shines and illuminate with its time-tested multi-million gems of incredible wisdom, that's for sure. Every human being was Hindu 5,000 years ago and eventually be Hindu in the future. Archaeological, chemical, botanical, historical new findings are proving one by one of humanity's one common ancestor and Hindu origin. Every one of us throughout galaxy would have been Hindus working on his or her development of consciousness, but most of us are condemned by the negative energy, complex programming, suffering and sickness leading conditionings of mind which have become social and political norms in many unfortunate parts of the world and culture. In most of us, the talent of discretion and opening of heart for wisdom of Hinduism has gone fast asleep. So, what all we need to do is discover process, how to awaken your dormant Hindutva faculty for success and your own well-being. We have seen how Western approach to success has been leading us to animalism and destruction at last. Let us try now Hindu approach to success and divine life. Today in 21st century, social, moral, ethical and religious values have changed so drastically that even large religious, social, political organizations are afraid and do not want to take risk of being socially or politically incorrect. They don't want to be politically incorrect by admitting